at the Volunteer and Service Learning Center, we aim to encourage students to participate in their community, both through one-time and regular volunteer opportunities and through academic service learning activities. Students have the opportunity to connect real-world experiences to coursework and career goals. The following video clips show students and community partners who have been engaged in service through activities of the VSLC.
What to expect. I knew that I was going to be leading a group of students in orientation, but I had no idea I'd be doing stuff like this. It's pretty exciting just because there's a lot of need definitely in the inner city, and just to see a group like Westside Ministries just doing this kind of stuff, it's really cool to see. We went on obviously the west side of Buffalo, and we were just moving tiles from a couple different houses, moving stuff to get it ready to renovate the house.
Change is the thing, transformation. Seeing people come down here and being able to give of themselves back to the community. And it's not really about what they do for the community, it's about how they change and how it impacts them and how they become a better person for it. It really does change. You learn something and you learn something more about yourself. And probably more than, learn more about the neighborhood also. It's very important that you take part in the neighborhood that you're living in and giving back to that neighborhood, especially in something that's like, as Buffalo is here, in very much need of volunteer labor.
I think service learning is pretty great. Like, you get to meet new people that you wouldn't rarely do, since Buffalo State College is somewhat of a small college, even though there's a lot of commuters. There's always their own cliques. But service learning it kind of forces you out of your own clique and meet people with different diversity backgrounds. So it's very interesting.
I like volunteering because it gives me like a sense of community, because I'm from Brooklyn, and we don't have stuff like this, and if they do, I never heard about it. So when I came to Buff State, I was a community center. I'm like, maybe I should get more involved, but I waited till my senior year to get more involved, which is something I regret. I wish I would have done it from the beginning. It's really good. I get back to community, I get to see more community, and it's been a real learning experience for me.
I have collaborated a few times with a few different professors, and especially Dr. Krieg. He's been very helpful. He has a networking night, which he invited me to speak to the students about my organization. And from there, I felt like there was a real connection between me and the faculty member, and then from our connection to the student. The students, while under me, were learning about how to grow as a professional and how to better understand the needs of people. Now, with the tree planting in particular, this is helping a community. This is changing a community that really could use those trees.
You always have to give back. You always have to do something more than what you're doing right now. How can I be better tomorrow than I was today? So I decided I wanted to do ASBB. ASBB is Alternative Spring Break Buffalo, and basically ASBB is just a whole bunch of your fellow Buffalo State students just coming together for a good cause around the Buffalo community. We believe that if you want to volunteer, it's always good to start at home and just spread out. In Buffalo, it's a great city, and anything that we can do to improve on it, we're up for it. And it really opened my eyes to see the state of Buffalo, and to see the state that Buffalo was really in, and to see that although Buffalo State isn't a well-lit neighborhood, there's other places in Buffalo that do still need reconstructing.
I'm in media productions, and I got to work with the organization Buffalo Reuse. I really like that. The organization was pretty incredible. They break down old homes and take the stuff and then sell it. So it's not like they're just throwing it away. It's being reused, and it was really incredible to see the place. And we actually got to see them tearing down a house, which was crazy, and they did it in like a week, which was amazing, I thought. Volunteering is important. Not only do you get to help somebody else, somehow you get to help yourself, and that might kind of sound selfish, but somehow like volunteering, you find something out about yourself.
It's a great way to give your time, and there's just some really cool hands-on stuff to help the community. There's a ton of stuff going on here in Buffalo, and if you're at Buff State for 4 years, so you might as well make the most of it.
One of the biggest things is when you're a college student and you're trying to build your resume, you don't have a lot of options. So you should volunteer and you should network. And as many volunteer opportunities as you can, even if it's service learning or just going to the Red Cross and getting involved with someone, that's all experience you can add and a way to better yourself and also better yourself personally too.
And also, just cleaning up around, even in our neighborhood of Buffalo State College, there's a lot that can be done. And the thing I realize is that a lot of students don't leave campus, work on campus, eat on campus, sleep on campus, and there's so much more outside that Buffalo has to offer.
It's definitely an experience, and you get to meet a lot of beautiful and interesting people, and it's a way to get yourself out there too. Like you go to school, you go to work, it's not the same thing as giving back to the community.
Everybody's different, so you're gonna get something different out of it.
It's definitely worthwhile. The benefits you receive from it, you'll feel inside for the rest of your life.